Hello everybody, my name is Anya, and this is Anya's Tarot and Law of Time. There's a reason why I named it that. And I wrote this little fictional story that I want to share with you. That maybe it will help some people understand what's going on or how things are happening and why they're happening and why sitting there and being calm and understanding truly what this is what's needed right now. So let me read you this story, okay? Let me tell you what the law of time means. It's the manifestation of time. It's man-made, it's a construct, it's a program. The fact that time is cyclical and not linear is the reason I named it that. My downloads are directly from Source, God, Spirit, whatever you call your higher self. Remember, this is fictional. I'm 55 years old. I have an ability to conceptualize the wisdom of time and space that is different from a lot of people. You can learn this too, if you desire it. It seems I have been waiting for this my whole life. Only I didn't stop the, oh my God, the fight or flight syndrome for so many years. And you're talking a half a century here, guys. 50 years it took me to understand this for what it is, okay? Or to at least be calm in the face of whatever, if that's what you want to call it. And I had to completely lose my mind first, you know, I mean, you lose all identity of self at one point. But let's finish the story. Only that I didn't recognize it at that time. But my story is just one of many star seeds that came here, specifically to awaken now, to change the vibration, to bring peace to ourselves and the collective of the world. Gaia, or Earth, is a living being, just like everything on the Earth. But in the last couple 100,000 years, has turned into a prison farm of many traumas and sorrows. I've been here many times, and so have most of you. We have seen the same game play over and over, and we're getting tired of this game. It's time to change the game. This is bad guy, good cop, bad cop, scenario that keeps playing out over and over. It's getting boring. Sorry guys, but it's just, let me finish the story, okay? Anyway, as I said before, okay, this is a chance to ascend on a personal and global level from that game. And when you stop the constant distraction that you are bombarded with every day, job, kids, news, you start seeing it for what it is. This is an era of reckoning, as well as an era of love, forgiveness, and kindness and compassion. And with all programs, yes, this is a program. It has been hijacked by those who are service to self only. That's people who don't care about anybody but themselves, period. The hijacking took place long ago from Atlantis and Lemuria. No one is more spiritual than the other. That program has been hijacked too. And all the movies you've seen since movies started are remnants of some memories to what you're witnessing now. The 26,000 year Ascension timeline. It's hard to know what is real and what is not, but that's the point of whoever is controlling the things on the planet. To keep your soul in suspended animation, to be ruled over, enslaved by the overlords, whoever they might be. They were supposed to protect this experiment, but instead started feasting on the fear of others, keeping them dumbed down so they could not understand who and what they truly are. They are the stars, the moon, the planets, the heavens, and the earth. You are that bridge between heaven and earth. And if you have the time, I want you to watch Frozen 2. It's a cartoon, Disney cartoon. It is the bringing to life the magic of the ethers. And that is what's happening right now. And the reason why they want you dumbed down and not realizing that this is your chance to basically escape their control. The choice is yours. So keeping one foot on the ground and the other in heaven is not an easy task. That is why so many get lost along the way. I was lost too. I began to notice things and have memories that didn't seem to belong to me. But I was still unaware why until about 2017. For some strange reason, spit that out, reason. Sorry guys, I don't do outtakes or like editing, so you're gonna have to deal with my mistakes. I'm not perfect. Okay, so I was still unaware until about 2017. For some strange reason, out of nowhere, I received a deck of tarot cards from an astrologer. I didn't even know this person, but I got them in the mail, anonymously type thing. And I picked them up, and for some reason, I understood what they meant, a lot of them. I mean, it took me a while to conceptualize the whole thing of tarot cards because they're very wonderful magical tools, and that's all they are. They are a divination tool, and whether you use them for good or bad, that's entirely up to you too. But understand that if you do use magic of any kind, what you send out is what you get back. And there's another movie that you can watch called Practical Magic with Sandra Bullock and what was that other lady's name? The redhead. Anyway, go watch the movie, and it'll teach you the difference between magic that is helpful and magic that is destructive. Okay? It's a great movie. Anyway, that was where my journey began. The drugs, sex, and rock and roll kept me distracted my whole life. And I saw no other, that to me, being in escape mode or being on stage or jumping out of a perfectly good airplane, to me that was as close to God as you could get. You know, I didn't understand that I was looking for something my whole life, and I finally found it through trauma and through disaster. several of them. But I found it. And I want you to find it too. That's why I'm making this video. I woke up to the gifts that I had. It was a true shift that caused me to question everything. My very existence. You may be asking yourselves the same question right now. I did a lot of research anywhere I was led, from the Book of Enoch to the Emerald Tablets to Machu Picchu. It seemed as if I was there while I studied it. Very strange. One of my lifetimes, I believe, was Egyptian also. So, you know, these are memories that come back. They come back to your conscious being from the 90% of the brain that you don't use because you've been taught to function with max 10%. And that's where we're all going, is 100% brain capacity, baby. That's big time. That is huge. You don't understand. That is why people all over the world are freaking out, because they're seeing themselves from a different perspective. Whether good or bad, dark or light, it doesn't matter. What matters is keeping balance. The balance is what you need. I mean, you could have a little dark and have a little light, but own it. You know, balance that out. You can be totally light if that's what you want to be, or totally dark if that's what you want to be, but understand that that still keeps it out of balance. You can't be all light, you can't be all dark, or you're going to be polarized one way or the other. To super positive or super negative. And you need to be in the middle of that. The void. Balance. 0 point. That is where your journey begins. Anyway, let me finish this. It seemed more like revisiting old memories. The Gregorian calendar was a man-made construct. So time is an illusion, a law of time. Time is speeding up. And if you're on this path of ascension, time has sped up incredibly. You're seeing synchronicities, repetitive number patterns. Now, if only you can remember what you were thinking when you've seen these synchronicities, like 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, whatever the case may be, and they keep coming to you over and over and over again. What is happening is you're manifesting something. Your subconscious is manifesting something. So whatever you're thinking about at that time, look up those numbers. And then see what it means to you. Because it's going to mean something different to each and every one. The way that you perceive something is not the way I perceive something, and so on and so forth. So this is an individual journey. Okay, let's see. I just went through all that. Okay, this is how you ascend or not ascend is also a personal journey. You will choose, or a choice will be made by default. If you don't believe in anything, then a choice will be made for you by default. Because there are those of us who are doing everything we can to ascend to a different way of being, We want to be peaceful, we want to be loving, we want to be kind, and we just want to be. My galactic signature says I'm supposed to be love incarnate. Whatever that means. Because I feel like I'm a mirror to everyone now. And a lot of people don't like what they see. So I spend a lot of time on my own. And as you can see, I don't have a problem having a conversation with anyone without being an idiot. So it's not, you get hypersensitive when you go down this path, and everything, I'm a channel, so it comes through me and then out of me, okay? This ability, this clairvoyance, precognition, it comes through me, and I have to let it out. If I don't let it out, I wouldn't be able to sit here and talk to you right now with a straight face. No way. That's why a lot of these readers, you know, they just tell it like it is. Because if they don't get it out, and they hold that in, they don't want that energy hanging around them. Alright? It's just saying. Oh, my neighbors must be having a good time. Like I said, this is not about anything but balance. Not good or bad, evil or righteous, black or white. It's the free will of each soul to choose that, or to choose to balance the dark and light, just like I was explaining a moment ago, and to be in that void where the journey begins, where creation begins, like the Big Bang, and there's nothing. And then you go from that nothing to creating something. I hope that makes sense to you, because it didn't ever make sense to me until now. Okay, from a place of stillness. These are the birthing pains of that. From the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, and the rising of the Christ, of the Christos. My stomach's growling. That is called the Kundalini rising. From the base chakra here to the sacral, to the solar plexus, to the heart, to the throat, to the third eye, and to the crown chakra, okay? That you have 33 vertebrae. Remember that number, 33. Christ died at 33, and there's a temple of a 33rd degree Mason. Yes, we know about that too. You have 33 vertebrae before it hits the cross in the back of your neck. Okay? There is a cross there. It's crucified. It's like if you poke yourself and you bleed, it's kind of the same reaction when it crucifies in the back of the brain. Then it goes into both sides of the brain, marrying the right and the left hemisphere of the brain inside the pineal gland in your head, which is the third eye. And for many years it's been calcified, and we haven't been able to see nothing. But the sun itself is decalcifying everybody's pineal glands. And how they react to that is going to be up to them. You know, some people are going to opt out, guys. They're not going to be able to handle any of this. The change in belief system, the change in the way that they were taught that murdering Christ was what saved us. For real? I mean, for real? Think about that for a minute. They glorify the murdering of a man who is then strapped to a cross and bled out. They worship that. I'm just saying. That's just been for the last 2,000 years. Lord knows what programs they played before this one. I'm not saying that Jesus wasn't real. In fact, I read his teachings all the time because that is my guru. That is the one that has taught me most of what I know. That and Thoth. Sorry, I ain't even gonna go there. You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know, trust me. So we're going from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. And the Kundalini is rising from the base to the crown. Connecting you to spirit, connecting you to source, connecting you to your higher self. So therefore, when your third eye comes online, it's the bride of Christ, the marrying of the two sides. So, like I said, imagine you only use 10% of your brain now. Or that's what you've been so conditioned to do. Now, the whole rest of the brain's coming into effect. You've got super abilities that you didn't even know you had. Because nobody told you. They kept these things hidden for so long. But now it's out there for you to find. It's out there for you to do the research. I'm not telling you what to do, and I'm not telling you do the research for yourself. You'll find out that what I'm talking about is the truth. This is the vibration of the 144,000 that the Bible speaks about. It is not a number of people. It's a number of a vibration. All of the chakras vibrating in the right way. You know, there was another movie, The Dark World, with Thor. That was another good one, where he wanted to marry all of the different realms together with darkness, with dark ether. Think about that for a minute. I mean, if you've seen these movies, you haven't gotten the subtle hints that are being thrown at you. Our next era is going to be nothing but flying cars and having those like devices they had like in that one movie, Black Panther. Yeah, I've seen all of them, where they could talk to people through like a virtual reality little person. Oh yeah, it's coming. This is Atlantis rising. This is the way it was before. It's going to be that way again. But it's up to us what we're going to do with it. Because each individual has a choice. This is where you discover things about yourself when this third eye comes online. Your clairvoyance, precognition, you will be hypersensitive to any kind of energetic system, including other people. Empaths got it the worst, because it's really hard for them to be around people anyway. But this is heightened. This is like super heightened. So it's making a lot of people very reclusive. Alright? This is, yeah, astral travel, telepathy. All these things become real. And I'm sure there's many more as we discover and understand. The earth has 5, not 4 elements to it. Earth, water, air, fire, and ether. The movies that you see are all potential timelines. I mean, I Am Legend, potential timelines. Cure of cancer, ended up creating some other kind of human. It's an experiment. It is a game. And I want people to understand that. No, it does not mean do as thou wilt and go out there and be evil and kill each other. And the balance of what is truly sustainable and what is not for the human race. So we are all one people, we are all one race, we are all the human race. And yes, everything, absolutely everything is connected to Gaia, the earth. Okay, the Walking Dead is another good example. I think I said something about that in another video. We've all been conditioned with this savior complex, and they make that assumptions in the superhero movies as well as Star Wars series, etc., etc., etc. There's always got to be a problem, and there always has to be a savior. That is the way most movies and shows are set up, no matter how long they go on. I mean, Walking Dead's what, 12 years, 13 years, something like that? Okay, so, but nobody is coming down from space to help you, loves. Those who are not of Earth, who are from other dimensions and other planets or places, are merely here to observe the Ascension. They are not allowed to intervene. Not unless, I think it's nuclear war. That's the only time they are allowed to intervene, is to keep us from completely just wiping each other out. So we are directly connected to these beings. Many races, many star systems. If you do not ascend, they do not either, for another 26,000 years. So they help by finding people who can channel their messages, the Arcturians, you've seen the videos. And the channel Gaia has a lot of that stuff on it. So if you haven't checked it out and you want to check it out, go. It's called Ancient Aliens. It's pretty cool. But see, those people channel from those beings. I channel directly from my higher self through Source. That's why I'm able just to take someone else's energy, transmute it, and force it back out. It's not an easy task. Trust me, it's taken me many, many years to master this. And I'm still clueless a lot of times. I stay out of judgment of what my higher self wants to convey, because I get downloads continuously. I wake up in the middle of the night, I grab a pen and paper, I start writing things down. And usually when I do the research on it afterwards, It makes a lot of sense. So I'm trying to make sense to you too. This video's gone 30 minutes, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I want to help as many wanderers as I can find their way. But there's one thing about a good teacher. They will tell you where to look, but they won't tell you what to see. That choice has always been and always will be yours. Free will is your reality. Love is who you are. How you channel that's up to you. Right now you need to ask yourself, what do I believe in? For me, it's love. I love you all very much, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and share if it resonated with you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.